All right, so describe a time where you identified a complex claim and had to escalate the case to the internal team, and how was this resolved? So, from my previous role as a customer solutions teammate, it's not new that we've been getting, of course, increase related to filing a dispute and even the resolution of their disputes. And one call I remember is from this elderly lady who called in so upset, disappointed about the email she received that her item not received case amounting to $350 got declined because the seller was able to provide a valid tracking number that matches her address during her order with the seller. Now, if we will just base it on the information we received and not closely look into the details, we can say that the case should be closed on the seller's favor. However, based on my experience in being exposed to the financial industry, I know for a fact that elderly people are prone to being victims of fraud because of their vulnerability and not being tech savvy. So, as I listen to our customers complain about the information she have received, I was reviewing her account, and this is the first time that she opened a claim, and that most of the time she's not dealing with overseas merchants like this seller that she is complaining. So what I did, I verified all of the information that she was able to submit to us, her address information, contact information, and asked if she can give me at least 3 to 5 days to fully investigate the case and ask if I can reopen it and see what we can do on my end. Now, I set proper expectation that I'm not promising anything, but I totally understand her point of view because it's her money that we're talking about, and that PayPal is aligned with our values of doing the right thing, even if no one is looking. So I asked for her patience to give me that time so that I can submit a request to reopen the case to our internal team, and also contact the post office myself and not base it to the seller's information. Now, after that conversation, I immediately submitted an email to my immediate manager seeking assistance if they can reopen the case for me with a manager's exception, and give me that time frame and approval of being able to perform an outbound call to a post office to confirm the validity of the tracking information from this overseas merchant. So I contacted the post office, and that's where I found out that the tracking information that was given to the customer is actually an ongoing case on their end that's being used within the area for products confirming that it was delivered, but apparently not. So the post office was able to confirm that the tracking number is matching the city and state of the customer, but not the actual home address. That for a fact gave me the idea that this seller is something shady and really needs to be reported as well. So I asked the post office if they could give me at least some documentation to back me up with the information I got from them that the tracking number does not match the full address of the customer, which I submitted to my immediate manager as a backup documentation to fully reopen the case and give the customer the credit that she is due of. I didn't stop there. I also submitted to our fraud team the seller's profile and have their activities further investigated, and possibly check if they can continuously use PayPal as their payment method and payment option for their business. Now, after gathering all of the information and securing the permission I needed and the approval I needed to refund the money, I processed it on the customer's account and gave her the callback I promised. As far as I remember, it lasted 2 days. So I contacted the customer, gave her the idea of what transpired, that I contacted the post office and further investigated and found out that the tracking number matches her city and state, but not the actual home address that she provided during her order. The customer was so happy that she even asked for my name and gave me a commendation call right on the spot while I'm providing her the solution she needed. Not only that, I also gave the customer some tips and offered her an email link on how she can prevent being a victim of these overseas merchants. And if she can veer away from overseas merchants that she's not familiar of, I also recommended her to do that. I also advise her that to prevent this kind of scenario in the future for other PayPal customers, we also reported the seller to see if they can continuously use the PayPal platform as their payment option. So that's something that is memorable to me because that elderly lady is actually a Filipina US citizen. And that product that she was ordering is supposedly for her best friend's 90th birthday. So that's actually it. Thank you for listening.